Hello and welcome to the session about ProjectWise Design Integration. My name is Audrius Punzevičius. I am Product Manager in Bentley Systems, responsible for ProjectWise Design Integration Server. With me today is Jason Slocum. He is Director of Product Management and responsible for ProjectWise Client, ProjectWise Web, ProjectWise Explorer, and ProjectWise Drive. So let's get started. Today we are going to talk about our future plans. So an important disclaimer. Release plans and timelines are forward-looking estimates and projections only. There can be no assurance that Bentley will be able to meet such estimates or projections by date specified or at all. Do not make purchase decisions based on forward-looking roadmaps. Okay, let's look at what is coming. We'll start by talking about ProjectWise Design Integration Cloud-First strategy, and then we'll look at what's new in coming versions of ProjectWise Server and ProjectWise Clients. I'll finish the session with questions and answers. In this slide, you can see technology ladder. You probably saw that in previous presentations as well. So ProjectWise Design Integration is foundational technology that powers everything else above it. It stores your essential data that feeds into other tools you can see on the slide. And I want to stress that what you see here is additive. As organizations begin to embrace more data-driven workflows, it will still be important to manage and maintain files and models, which are essential part of your design. So design files will continue to play a major role in managing engineering work in progress and will be as important in the future as it is today. So having a good system for this is essential. That is what ProjectWise will deliver to you. Okay, let me repeat something that many of you probably already know. Let's talk about what are benefits of ProjectWise. ProjectWise has been around for many years and is proven to be a solution that provides good engineering work in progress solution. Our users use it for a variety of use cases. ProjectWise Design Integration is used by small projects with a single design firm, that there may be a very large number of those projects in one repository, as well as very big projects that involve multiple layers of suppliers and organizations contributing to the design work. And they would use a single ProjectWise repository to collaborate. An example of such project could be a joint venture work where multiple organizations work together to do a big job that any of them separately wouldn't be able to do. ProjectWise enforces the security and controls that are required to make design files accessible across the world. A data source hosted in one part of the world can be accessed by different team located in other part of the world. And this allows globally distributed design teams. Another key differentiator of ProjectWise is being able to work well with CAD applications. This is essential for work in progress area. Most often used design applications have native integrations with ProjectWise. This makes work seamless. We have managed workspaces for Bentley Power Platform-based applications. We also support integrations with third-party applications that are from other vendors such as Autodesk and Microsoft Office. So the benefit of having centralized project storage is that you can work from a single source of truth. It also makes it easy to find information from the past projects as well as in the current project. And it also ensures that everyone is accessing the right version of the information based on the role that they are playing in the project. And that leads to the next point where you can use all that data stored in ProjectWise to create federated digital twins. By managing all of your design files in ProjectWise, you can easily use those files to create and maintain very accurate digital twin for your asset, ensuring that as design changes are made, they are properly reflected in the digital twin. This enables many other workflows that you will see in this virtual conference, including validation, design review, data checking, and data visualization, which can help you better collaborate and optimize your design data. So, what is happening with ProjectWise? Well, ProjectWise is going to the cloud. For those of you who are longtime users of ProjectWise DI server, you know that it originated as on-premise solution. We would provide you with the software, and your organization would have to procure and stand up servers, install the software, and maintain the environment. While having on-premise environment can be beneficial in select situations, for most of our users, it proved to be a lot of administrative overhead to maintain these servers. To address this, some years ago, we rolled out managed services offering, where ProjectWise is hosted by Bentley specialists. We're delivering these servers along with personnel to manage the maintenance and support that is required at an infrastructure level. This gets freed administrators to do more valuable work and remove the overhead of maintaining ProjectWise servers from you. But this still has limitations. In managed services environment, each organization has their own version of ProjectWise setup that is being maintained by Bentley systems. We're essentially managing every single ProjectWise environment with specific ProjectWise versions separately. And one major downside of this setup is that it requires quite a lot of involvement when it comes to upgrades. Typically, when an upgrade is needed, it needs to be handled as a scheduled upgrade project. This involves delivering a test system where users would be able to test if everything is working okay in this new environment. And once testing is completed, we have to coordinate with you to have downtime for several hours to migrate the data to new system. This is problematic because it takes a lot of time and energy from everyone, both Bentley and organizations, to get the upgrades done. More importantly, this serves as an impediment to delivering innovation and fixes at the speed desired. By adopting a cloud-first strategy, we want to change this. Over the past year, we have been focused on building this new ProjectWise cloud-first foundations. So you're probably wondering, what does it mean? How will it work? And why should I care? These changes will allow us to host ProjectWise as software as a service application. This means that you no longer need to worry about what version of ProjectWise you're running, because updates will be automatic and will occur transparently, ensuring that you're always taking advantage of the most recent version of ProjectWise. There will be no significant downtime during upgrades. You will not be required to test after each update because Bentley will ensure that your configuration is in good working order each time. How will we achieve it? Well, we will be making frequent but small updates. This will allow us to deliver new functionality and bug fixes quickly and security updates as well, which is important in modern environment, and you will always be up to date. For ProjectWise administrators, this will also remove the overhead of their time associated with upgrading ProjectWise to new versions, obviously. Right now, we are in the process of gradually rolling out this cloud-first version of ProjectWise, and there are users who are already using it in production environment. In case you're wondering why you have not been contacted to upgrade and when you can have it, you need to know that we are taking a phased approach to this rollout. One of the key drivers in the phasing of rollout is ensuring that the version that you will be getting will have the same ProjectWise functionality that you are currently using. For example, right now, we have not yet made ICS available for ProjectWise in the cloud. So we will not invite accounts that have requirement for ICS yet, but ICS is coming soon, by the way. So rest assured, as soon as we are ready, we'll contact you and offer you to update into cloud-first version of ProjectWise. Okay, let's next look at what is coming in terms of functionality in 23. The new version of ProjectWise DI is bringing several new features. One heavily requested item that we are adding is support for more control over subscription, including management of your entitlements licensing. ProjectWise 2023 incorporates Bentley's subscription entitlement licensing service and allows administrators to define who is entitled to use the software. For example, with SES, you can specifically control which users are allowed to use ProjectWise Explorer versus which users are allowed to use ProjectWise Web and Drive. ProjectWise 2023 will also allow you to define who is paying for usage, including if you pay for another organization's users who are accessing your data source, or if the other organization will be required to pay for their own users. This is going to stay configurable, like in current latest version, per user, so it will support any existing cost models that you may have in your current version of ProjectWise. Also, we are enhancing authentication. In this new version, we are including native support for IDC protocol into ProjectWise DI server. This will allow to use IMS sign-in without connection client on per data source basis, allowing you to switch credentials when signing in into multiple data sources if that was required. Use of IMS will also allow to take advantage of federated identity and multi-factor authentication to further enhance your experience and security. Another major benefit of IDC support is ability to use ProjectWise APIs with IDC authentication, specifically ProjectWise WG plugin. It may be important for some of you. So I know I spoke a lot about cloud-first approach today, but I want to emphasize that we will continue to support our accounts who require on-premise ProjectWise deployments. While I highly encourage all of you to consider taking advantage of the benefits of the cloud-hosted ProjectWise environment, we do understand that for some situations it's not an option. So for our on-premise users, it may be important to know that we will support SQL Server 2022 and Windows Server 2022 with this new release. Now that I've told you about some upcoming enhancements to ProjectWise Server, I would like to turn over to Jason to tell you about some other developments with ProjectWise clients. Over to you, Jason.
Thank you, Andreas. As Andreas mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, my name is Jason Slocum, and I'm a Director of Product Management for Bentley, focused on the client side of ProjectWise, including ProjectWise Explorer, ProjectWise Web, and ProjectWise Drive. I know many of you in attendance today are seasoned ProjectWise experts, but for those of you who may be joining us for the first time, or who may not be as familiar with the various client offerings, I did want to take a minute to provide a quick refresher on the various ways you can use ProjectWise in your organization. If you attended the keynote, you probably saw this slide that spoke about the three flavors of ProjectWise powered by iTwin that we offer: Manage, Engineer, and Validate. Let's take a look at how the ProjectWise Design Integration functionality for managing work in progress fits in these offerings. Let's start by looking at Manage, where users have access to ProjectWise Web and ProjectWise Drive. These two applications work together to provide users the ability to manage documents, including PDFs, Microsoft Office files, and other engineering data where there is not a need for reference file management or managed workspaces. ProjectWise Web and Drive provide the access control and security that you would expect from a common data environment, including the same permission management that has traditionally been available in ProjectWise Explorer. They also include document creation functionality to enforce rules and standards for things such as file naming and metadata assignment. Much like the name suggests, ProjectWise Web is a software as a service offering that runs in your browser, and Drive is a desktop application, which allows for integration of ProjectWise into your Windows Desktop File Explorer. Next, let's look at what's included with Engineer. In addition to the functionality that's included with Manage, users also have access to ProjectWise Explorer, which is a standalone desktop application targeted at engineers and designers who work with CAD applications both by Bentley, such as MicroStation and OpenRoads, and by third parties, including AutoCAD, Civil 3D, and many others. This integration allows for advanced workflows, including reference file management, title block management, and managed workspaces. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel to learn more about ProjectWise Web, Drive, and Explorer. Now, as part of this session, I was asked to say a few words about what's new or coming soon in each of these ProjectWise interfaces. So let's go ahead and start by looking at ProjectWise Web and Drive. One of the benefits of ProjectWise Web is that it is a software as a service offering in the cloud. And what that means is we can go in and easily and transparently make upgrades on a regular basis. Some of the recent enhancements that we've made to ProjectWise Web include enhanced support for co-authoring of Office 365 documents, including SharePoint-based co-authoring. We've also included several performance improvements and bug fixes in recent releases. And we'll also be adding the ability to copy documents in ProjectWise Web in the near future. Now for ProjectWise Drive, we had a couple of Q2 releases which included co-authoring of Office 365 documents, performance improvements, and security updates. Moving over to ProjectWise Explorer, I'm excited to announce that ProjectWise Explorer 2023 is now in early access. ProjectWise Explorer 2023 will include support for Windows 11, along with integration with the most recent versions of Bentley and Autodesk design software. The client also includes security enhancements, such as support for TLS 1.3, and authentication and licensing enhancements, such as support for OIDC, which Audrey spoke about a few minutes ago. In addition to working with the ProjectWise 2023 server, ProjectWise Explorer 2023 is compatible with all ProjectWise Connect Edition servers, meaning you do not have to upgrade your server in order to start using this new release. As I mentioned, ProjectWise Explorer is now in early access. If you would like to participate in our early access program, please reach out to me. My email address is shown on the screen.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with others. If you want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to this and Bentley's other channels. Thank you, and see you next time.